when March came along and everything just shut down almost overnight,
Yeah.
um, you guys ramped up really quick in
Yeah.
terms of being able to be the church online. What
Yeah.
was that kind of like for you?
It was both a no-brainer for us. Like, of course, this is what we're going to do. We can't meet in the sanctuary, so we have to offer something. There was never any question that we would offer something online. But what that online offering looked like definitely grew over
Yeah.
several weeks. The very first March 15th, I'll remember March 15th, 2020 for the rest of my life. That was when we started online worship. And I literally, all the equipment I had was just
Yeah,
my
your
phone.
phone. Yeah.
It's just my phone. And that was enough, right? That was enough. We didn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars within a week's time. We didn't have to figure out what music we were going to do. And I even just told my staff, because we decided on a Friday that we weren't going to worship in the sanctuary on Sunday. And I sang the hymns. I just held up my hymn book, just a cappella, and sang a couple hymns and preached a sermon, and that was it.
Well, would you
But
do that for us now?
uh, and can it be? There you go. Is that enough?
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good. But now
Uh,
we're going to know to call on you every
yeah.
time we need
No.
a
No.
hymn.
No. The singing is very occasional in my ministry.
Right.
It's and the appreciation that the congregation had for just that was just beautiful. And talking about letting the minor things slip away and really focusing on the majors. The major thing that we've discovered is that people are just longing for some sort of worship
Hmm.
experience. It doesn't have to be the shiniest penny out there. It doesn't have to be what you get when you turn on a megachurch on a Sunday morning. People are just longing for a worship experience because they want that connection to another person and they want that connection to God. And a phone and a couple hymns and a sermon was enough, and it was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
beautiful, but it also motivated us to want to do more.
Right.
Right? Yes, I do think that's enough. God can work amazing things through an iPhone, but we also want to take advantage of this opportunity and see, well, how can we present our message more excellently? How can we get it out to a wider group of people? And that's sort of been the path that we've been on since the middle of March.
It seems like that one of the tensions that I hear in that is it fits for us. This is kind of who we are and it's comfortable for us, but that's never the mission of the church.
Right. Right.
Even being online, it's to extend that to the one who has not yet heard or to, so I hear that you're wrestling with that sort of tension,
Yeah.
like, and that's the natural next step. But often at the church, that's where people put up the
Yeah.
stop sign.
That's right. And Scott, I'm a missionary at heart. My wife and I, we served overseas as missionaries. We're trained missionaries. That's my initial seminary training, was how to be in cross-cultural ministry. And God has led me to live out my missionary call in Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Yeah.
And I very much so take John Wesley's perspective on ministry. The world is my parish. And it's not just, I love the people in Alamogordo. I love the people in Tularosa at our congregations, but I love the whole town, right? I love the whole county. And I want our message to grow far and wide. And you're right. My phone and me singing poorly out of the hymn book would have been sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
It really would have, for the congregation that I've already built a relationship with. But you're right. It's about how can we grow this, and that takes getting better with online worship. That takes presenting something that speaks the language of online viewers, and we had to make some changes to get there.